Introducing the Open Palm Podcast with host Jerome Shaw, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. The Open Palm Podcast is a positive, uplifting, motivational, and inspirational podcast. The host brings his insight and philosophy, and you can't help but gravitate towards his smile, his words, and his wisdom. Again, the podcast he hosts is titled The Open Palm Podcast. It's about inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas and topics. He'll also help you become more aware and in harmony with your own life, giving you a better understanding of your place in the world and using your skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. You can find the show today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You can also connect with the host on Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's JROMESHAW on Instagram. Jerome Shaw with the Open Palm Podcast. Motivation, meditation, mentality. Go listen, download, and subscribe today.
One day, while walking through a wilderness, a man stumbled upon a vicious tiger. Upon seeing this tiger, the man, frightened for his life, started to run and run and run. And as he took off and ran, he eventually came to a steep cliff. He had run out of road. There was nowhere else to go. And fearing for his life, he decided, noticing a vine coming down the side of the cliff, to climb down this thin vine. So the man, climbing down the vine, was hanging there below the side of the cliff, below the precipice, when suddenly 2 mice came out of a hole in the side of the cliff and began gnawing on the vine from which he hung. All of a sudden, the man noticed on the vine a plump wild strawberry. And as the 2 mice were gnawing on the vine, he plucked this wild strawberry, popped it in his mouth, and found that it was extremely delicious. What does the story of this man in the wilderness tell you? Does it tell you anything about life? Have you ever heard of the eternal now moment? Being in the now? Have you ever heard someone say, "Be here now"? The past is set in stone. It's gone. The future has not arrived yet. Be here now. The present now is a gift. Today is a gift. That is why we call it the present. I believe that in this story, the present represents him noticing that wild strawberry. Even during his imminent death, 2 mice gnawing on the vine that held his life over the side of a cliff, or the actions of him seeing a tiger earlier on and running from it, all those things are in the past. He must deal with it now. But yet he chooses to take the strawberry, pluck it, and eat it, enjoying its flavor. How can you look at your life today? For sure, there are many more ways than one. But instead of ruminating on the past, dwelling on the future, these things that don't actually exist, what if there was a wild strawberry in your life? Something right in front of you that no matter what, if you chose to focus on the things that were not now, you'd miss it. Don't miss the wild strawberry in your life. Don't miss the now moment in your life. Take hold of it now. Pluck it. Taste it. You may find it's so delicious. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast here in San Antonio, Texas. I pray that you received an encouraging message from this episode letting you know to take hold of the now moment. Understand that you always have it within you to grasp what is here now, not worrying about what is gone or what may yet be, for what is gone, and what may yet be may never be. But what is now. Share this with a like-minded individual who is learning and growing, becoming their greatest version just like you, embracing the now moment. Pay it forward so more can hear the message. And if this is your very first time receiving this podcast, definitely subscribe for more inspirational messages like this. And if you feel compelled to support, consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw. Clicking that support button there is much appreciated, my friend. Big shout out and thank you to all the wonderful supporters who continue to donate to this podcast. You are the reason and you are the lifeblood. You are loved. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Stay blessed, stay healthy, stay in the now, and take care.
Hey there, my friend. So, you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.